enjoy that reflecting so much. It's never done it before. I don't know why it's doing it. I don't know what's going on. It's really, I mean, I cleaned my mirror earlier. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Tuesdays are my request evening. Thursdays the stories I like to bring to you. If you'd like to join my TikTok, it's JessRose5472. Or if you'd like to join my Patreon, it's patreon.com/JessRose5472. Or you could just watch. I'd appreciate that just as much. But it is a live, but once I start the story, I don't stop. I'm going to have a quick chat with the guys in the live and then I'll start the story. So don't go anywhere, or you can forward. Even if you want to forward, that's fine. So let me just say hello to the guys in the live and then we'll start. Hey, sis. Hey, Warwick. How are we? Hey, Hayley. How are you? How are we all? Are we all okay? We all got any exciting plans for the weekend? Tell me if you have. Tell me now. Everyone say hello to each other. Say, talk to me. Talk to me. Are we doing anything good? As you can see, I have no tan because there was no sun yesterday. There was no sun here. Oh, it was lovely and warm with a lot of cloud. So, yeah, no tan here, guys. Oh, I was so annoyed yesterday. I was so angry. But I'm okay now. I've got over it. Pouring down anyway. But, yes. Hey, Phil. How are we doing? How are we? Yes, going to bed. Oh, you're going this weekend. Did you not go last weekend in the end then? Did you not? Tiffany, what's the date? Tiffany, what's the date? What's the date? I haven't got any white bits. It's all white bits. 12th. It's the 12th. Damn it. Okay. Thank you. Yes. I know. My God. Right. Okay. Marvellous. Marvellous. Anyway. Well, I'll ring you tomorrow. But, oh, God, lost the dates completely. What's going on? No white bits, though. All white bits. All white bits here. All of it. I don't know where my brain's gone. I don't know where my brain's gone. But I know. I completely lost my mind. My goodness. So she said that then. I was like, I can't have missed it. I can't have. So I'm relieved. Just shocked that today's the 12th, that's all. But yes, I'm okay. I'm all right now. I'm okay. I think she's okay. Anyway, what was I going to say? You've got Fantasy Island anyway. What are you doing, Hayley? Are you doing anything nice? Are you going round to see Madam tomorrow? Are you going to have alcohol? What about you? So Phil's got his day off. Excellent. What about you, Warwick? What you got going on? Tell me. Are you doing anything with your weekend off, Phil? You got anything exciting going on? Wondering. Anything exciting? Don't know what's happening here. Just click this. Oh, really? Great. I shouldn't say great, should I? But I'm good. Good. Oh, be a message after this, I think. Oh, dear. I know. Spoken as well. Anyway, I think we've been given a pass by the looks of it. I think so. Anyway, just chilling out this weekend. Oh, okay. Excellent. Is there football this weekend? Is that what you'll be doing? Is there football? because that's normally, I don't know what's happening here. I've got myself all a kerfuffle. I'm all a kerfuffle. That's what's going on at the minute. But I'll bring myself back. Phone the doctors today, guys. Phone the doctors to say I've been waiting 3 weeks for this injection. Oh no. And do you know what I got told? 3 weeks is nothing, apparently. 3 weeks is nothing. Now, don't get me wrong, if I was after an operation, fair enough. It's very simple. And she said, well, other people have been waiting 15 weeks. So basically, think yourself lucky. That was the impression I got. You don't do parties. So you're not out partying. No partying for you, Phil. Just watching the footy then. Is the football going on? I don't even know if the football's still going on. Has it finished? I'm sure it finishes around this time, doesn't it, the footy? Not that I know. I'm terrible. I used to follow it, believe it or not, but it phased out just like the soaps. I used to watch EastEnders and Coronation Street, and they phased out it's got to be about over 10 years ago now. Easy, probably longer. They just phased out of my life as well. I don't know what are the soaps even on anymore. Is Coronation Street and EastEnders still going? That's bad, isn't it? But I don't even watch normal TV anymore, so I have no idea. And Emmerdale, is that still going? I honestly, I'm not even being daft. I don't know. I genuinely don't. Hiya, Jilly. How are you? Cricket and tennis for me this weekend. Oh, God, well, you know what? It takes all sorts, Phil. I just can't think of anything worse. What would I prefer? Probably tennis, maybe, but definitely not cricket. Definitely not. But my mum now, if mum comes in, yes, she will have a conversation with you about that, because my mum loves all sports, and I know she loves her cricket as well. I know she does. So, yeah, she'd know more about it. But me and Tiffany, not so much. What are you doing the weekend then, Jilly? How's your painting going? Phil, stop taking the piss. What is he? What's he doing? Can you not? I love tennis. Yeah, I don't mind tennis. I don't mind it. What's he doing? Why is he taking the mic? I can't say the other word. Why is he taking the mic for? I don't understand. Have I missed a joke? But what was I going to say? Yes, Jilly, are you still painting? Are you still glossing? No, I can deal with tennis over cricket. I can do just about. I don't even know the rules of that, really. I genuinely don't. I'd be lost. If I watched a game. I'm just not into. Would you call that a field sport? I like MMA. Phil, stop it. Still painting this weekend, then dyeing my hair because I can't get the white paint out of it. Oh, never. Oh, that's hilarious. Phil, stop it. Why is he telling you to stop it, Phil? What are you doing? You can what? You can listen to tennis, can't you? No? Well, you can listen to football, so I'm sure you can. Can you listen to tennis? I don't know. Now. I'm so confused. Yeah, it is, Hayley. That's exactly what it is. I just can't. We could watch Jilly painting instead. Honestly, it'd be more interesting. It's not for me. Oh, okay. Excellent. Thank you. Whatever you've done. Thank you. I know you're going to be quiet. I might be on the diet of listening to Warwick. Okay. All right, fair enough. I thought I'd missed something. I genuinely thought I'd missed something. I was like, what have I missed here? Can you not listen to tennis? I don't know. Anyway, does anyone know this story? I'm about to devastate us all. If he's actually listening to me, that is. But yes, it's. I've got a bad one for you. They all are. They all are. I say it every time, don't I? I don't know what's happening over here. I need my fringe cut and I need my hair done. I don't know. I do know. Don't blame me, mate. I do know. Oh, you do the story. You do. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Yes, guys. Oh God, I probably should have told you all. Obviously, put the post out today about the story I was doing. Got you. Sorry. And I'll tell you why I'm not doing that one. I'll tell you why I'm not doing that one. It's because the trial's still going on. And I was going to do it. And for some reason, I think I'd got myself confused. Like a plonker. And I was like, the trial. And I don't like doing stories that I can't end, as you've probably noticed. Hence the reason I've never done Madeleine McCann. I can't. I hate doing stories that have got no end in sight. Now, if I have to, I will do them. If they're a request, I will do them. But they're not things I like to do. So I'd messed up. Trial hasn't finished. So I will be doing that story. I will. Elijah Vu, I think his name was, the little fella. But it'll be another time. So tennis is the ones. Hold on, keeps fading out. Tennis is one spot I can actually manage to listen to without commentary. Without commentary? How? Is that a joke? Don't know how it sounds like. Okay, I'm being so slow. That's what I was thinking though. So all you hear is grunts. That's it. How would you know? I don't understand. Am I being really slow tonight? I feel like I am. Innuendos, I don't get. These aren't even innuendos. They're quite obvious. I just don't get it. I'm terrible. I'm just pants. Aren't I? I can manage to listen to it without commentary. I think he's joking. I think he's telling jokes, but I don't know. I think so. But I'm going to start the story anyway because I'm lost. I keep getting myself confused. I'm going to start the story. Okay. I think the dates threw me all off. They threw me all off my where I was because you can basically hear the sounds of what's going on. Yeah, but how would you know the score? How would you know? How would you know who was winning? I don't follow tennis, so is there a way? I've been bitten, by the way. I've got a massive lump on my back. Just to add, just another thing, I feel like that's all I do. I come on here and I just tell you all about my ailments. It's fab. But yeah, I have a massive. It had gone down. I feel like I've been bitten in the same place again. It's huge, and one at the top of my back. I think it's my garden. I don't know how. Every time I go out there, I'm getting bitten. I don't know what's going on. Keep digging, Jess. Basically, keep digging. No, that's my back. I'm messing with my back. It's my back. Stop it. Is that what it looked like? Anyway, I'm starting the story. Let's go. Okay, let's go. So we are so alike. I've been bitten too. Have you? I can't send you a picture. Mine's on my back. The umpire said. But you says without commentary. Oh, I get it now. I thought you meant without anything, like silent. I was like, but how would you know what the score is? I get it now, Phil. I told you I was being slow, didn't I? I did say. Right, okay, let's go. Because I'm just not with it, am I? I'm just so slow this evening. I'm slow this evening. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I've been totally thrown off with dates, and now I can't pull it back. It's terrible. Right, okay. let's go. So I'm going to start my second intro. Will you show me a... Send him a picture, Tiffany, for goodness sake. Okay, so I'm going to start my second intro and then we're going to begin. Let's go. So, get myself straight. I don't know what this thing is here. Look at this. Is this a sign of something? Phil, you can't see it, but I've got like a halo, like a line above my head. Is that not a good sign when it's like that? Isn't that like Final Destination? I better watch nothing falls on my head. Can you see it? Can you see this? There's like a white light above my head, Phil. If you can't tell what I'm saying, it's like, I think it's a reflection, but it's right over my head. It's freaking me out a little bit. It's what you get for watching horror films, isn't it? Right. Anyway, let's begin. Let's go. You have, Phil. You've thrown me off completely. You've thrown me off. But also this white light's throwing me off as well. So it's not just you. So, okay. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's True Crime with Jess Rose. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. What's the sword of Damocles? Damocles? Damocles. Am I pronouncing that right? I'm not pronouncing it right, am I? I was starting there. The sword of Damocles. Damocles. Look, I don't know what that is. Okay, I don't know what that is. So if it is, if it's a bad thing, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Because it'll freak me out. Freak me out. Because this has never been here before, ever. It's the first time. Or I haven't noticed it anyway. You are not allowed to read chat. Okay, I'm staying out of the chat now. Okay, let's go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's True Crime with Jess Rose. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Tuesdays are my request evening. Thursdays stories I like to bring to you. I'm also over on the TikTok, which is Jess Rose 5472. Or you could join my Patreon, which is patreon.com/Jess Rose 5472, where you can request a story on for a Tuesday. Or you could just subscribe, which would be fabulous. Or you could just watch, which I appreciate just as much as everything. So I'm going to begin the story now, and it's the horrifying Justina Morales story. Okay? And it really is. It is a child, just a quick heads up. And it definitely is horrifying. So, okay. Justina Morales, born on the 19th of February 1987. Okay, a bit of an older story. She was born in Brooklyn, New York. Now her mum is Denise Solero. Okay. Now her dad, I don't know. I can only say I don't know. I don't know her dad's name. I have seen a name, but I couldn't 100% say that that's who he was. So I don't want to say the name if he's not her dad. So I'm going to leave that. Now, there is a couple of pictures of Justina. Not many, I will say. There's not many. She looks like a very happy, vibrant little girl. She's beautiful as well. She's got these big brown eyes. She's a beautiful little girl. Now, like I say, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of pictures of her. And there's not a lot on her. Look, the information I've got of Justina, it's really, really sad because I haven't been able to find out a lot about her other than just that she's a very, very sweet little girl. Okay. Now, by the time she gets to age 8, okay, which is around, okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to August of 95, okay? Now, like I say, she's about 8. And her mum starts seeing a new man, okay, who's called Luis Santiago. All right, now her mum at this point is about 27. Lewis is about 22. Okay, now, like I say, Justina at this point is around 8 years of age. There is a picture of her around this time, and it appears to be Halloween. All right. She's got big smile. When I say a beautiful looking little girl, she genuinely is a beautiful looking little girl. But it's safe to say that when you look at the picture, although she's got this big smile, it's like it doesn't reach her eyes. It kind of doesn't reach her eyes. It's hard to know what's going on behind that smile, should I say. Okay. Now, she had been quite an outgoing, chatty little girl. Now, she'd become quite quiet by this point. She didn't really play out like she used to. Neighbours would see her just sat on her own in the apartment. They lived in an apartment, and on the apartment stairs, she just used to sit on her own there, not playing out with the other kids. They said it was quite sad. She'd gone quite introverted. Now, who am I to say that this is connected to the boyfriend? But let's just hold it. So now we get to the 29th of November 1995. Okay. Now, remember, August 95, Lewis has moved in. Little Justina is 8 years old at this point. So we're at, like I say, 29th of November 95. All right. And there's a lady by the name of Sonia Solero. And obviously, this is Denise's sister. Okay. And she calls child services. And the reason she calls child services is because she's noticed that her niece, Justina, has stopped going to school. Now, why the school hasn't said anything, who knows? But she raises the alarm. She's really concerned. Look, she hasn't seen her niece. She used to see her all the time. She's not seen her. Can you look into it? So, what we find out about Justina is she's now in second grade, which she'd have started in the August. And she's only completed at this point about she'd missed 35% of school since August. It's a lot of time she's missed up. She'd also missed a lot of time over the past few years, though. This wasn't an unusual thing. She'd missed a lot of time in kindergarten. She'd missed a lot of time in grade 1. First grade, as they call it. We call it year 1. So Denise calls the school, okay, and she says that they're moving house. So she's going to be taking Justina out of school. It's a little bit coincidental, no? All of a sudden, child services are aware of things. They're starting to notice that she's not in school, and all of a sudden, oh no, I'm taking her out. So, but she's going to be going to another school. But no one actually checked if Justina was enrolled in another school. No one done that. So it all sounds quite vague at the minute, and it will make sense soon, I promise. But I'll just do a quick recap. We've got Justina with her mum, Denise, okay? Little outgoing girl, beautiful, up until we notice a change in about August of 95. Now, Denise meets a boyfriend called Louise, I think his name would be pronounced, also in August of 95, all right? Now, by November, her aunt's phoning child services to say, look, she hasn't been going to school, she's missing an awful lot of school. And then all of a sudden, Denise is like, well, I'm pulling her out of school, actually, and she's going to be enrolled somewhere else because we're moving. Okay. So on the 30th of November 95, so just the next day after the aunt's phoned, a case is opened by child services, okay? But it takes till the 5th of December 95, so another week, before the caseworker visits the home, all right? So the caseworker turns up at Denise's apartment. And when she asks, can she see Justina? Denise is like, she's at school. What? But the real kicker is the caseworker accepts that. They accept that reason. They don't check. They don't check what school. Just ask that question. What school is she at? So we get to January the 5th of 96, okay? Whole month's gone by now. Whole month. So, you know, it's ridiculous. So the care worker visits again, okay? And Denise now says Justina's on holiday with her dad. The dad we know nothing about. I'm presuming care services don't know any, or child services, should I say, don't know anything about the dad either. But he accepts this. I believe it's a man. Accepts this explanation. Oh, my goodness me, put your teeth back in, Jessica. Accepts this explanation. My goodness. So much so that on the 1st of February 96, okay, so we go another month, he recommends that the case is closed. So he's been asked to investigate because this young girl hasn't been seen at school. Her extended family are worried about her. He talks to her mum twice. Both times her mum's got excuses as to why he can't see Justina. And he's like, oh, okay, well, what can you do? Let's close the case. You know, there's nothing to see here. I mean, ridiculous. But you would think that a supervisor, upon looking at his work or maybe looking into this, would think, well, hang on a minute. Have you found out where she is? Have you actually spoken to her? But no, on the 1st of February, sorry, that was on the 1st of February 96 that he recommended it would be closed. And on the 15th of February 96, the case closure is approved. And the report was written down as unfounded. I mean, it's New York in the 90s. I mean, we've not long done a story about Shane O'Brien, haven't we? And to be honest, there are a lot more cases from the 90s in New York. You know, it was really, really bad. So, you know, there are a few names that come up during that time period, all right? So we get to February of 97 now, all right? So since the aunt has put this forward, okay, and since the last time Child Services has had anything to do with the family at all, we've now gone 13, 14 months, okay, and a tip comes through to the local police station, okay, because no one's seen this child. No one's seen her. And it's 14 months later, and it's only now, thanks to this tip coming through, that anyone's kind of like, oh yeah, well, where is that little girl? And the tip was by, it was from an ex-boyfriend of Denise's, okay? And he tells police that Denise's new boyfriend, Luis Santiago, as I mentioned, he's killed Justina. Okay, now, so the police are like, well, let's start an investigation. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what happens. And what had happened is Denise, who by this point was 29, Luis was 24 by this point, she broke down to her family, not just her family, but this ex-boyfriend, and basically admits that Luis killed Justina. Because, of course, her family's got to be wondering, hold on a minute, where's your daughter? Where is she? Where's she gone? We've had access to her for all these years. Where is she? Okay, so she eventually has to break down and say, well, yeah, Lewis killed her. I mean, so Lewis is arrested, okay, and police begin a search for Justina. All right. Now, Louise, he confesses quite quickly to, murdering Justina. She's 8 years old. Okay. Now, when, obviously he's confessed. Now, when they talk to Denise, okay, she has a course of events that she puts forward. All right. Okay. So what she says is that Louis became very abusive from literally the beginning. Okay, from the minute he moved in with her and Justina. Okay, not just to her but to Justina. And he'd not only use his fists, he'd use belts, he'd use anything he could get hold of. Now, we're supposed to believe that he was abusive to Denise. I don't know if it's just her word we're taking for that, okay? But she swears that it was her as well. It was her as well. She was getting beaten, okay? She also says that there was a point where she'd come home and Justina was scalded by what she believes is hot water from her waist down, okay? She also saw, if you're ready, Louise sexually assault Justina with a hammer. With a hammer. I knew about this. I wrote it down. But to actually say it, it's like, and you were there. Mummy Dearest was there. I have no words. I have no words. Apparently this was to teach Justina a lesson. Boy sexually assaulting her with a hammer. She's 8 years old. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Then we get to this, obviously, is Denise telling us this, okay? And she says that on the 30th of December of 95. Now, remember, he only moved in with them in the August, okay? Now, although we're finding out about this later, we've gone back. So he only moved in the August, September, October, November, December. We're talking 4 months. And I believe it was near the end of August. So it's just crazy. And on this date, he'd ordered Justina to sleep naked on the floor. Right, okay. Now, there's no elaboration on that whatsoever. There's no explanation of his reasoning. It was just that he'd ordered her to sleep naked on the floor. It's very odd. And then we get to the 31st of December 1995, okay? And there are 2 explanations as to what happened, okay? We have Louise's explanation, and his explanation is that he'd fought with Denise, okay, and Justina had got into the middle of the 2 of them. She got in between them, okay? And he said that he'd hit Justina, not only with his fist, but with a metal pole. I don't understand. I don't get that she's got in between you. But surely you must have known she was there by that point. So you might have gone to hit Denise Justina's got in the middle of you. You've perhaps hit her. But how does that continue? You would have known it was her by then. So it's very, very, very odd. And he said that it was the metal pole that killed her. Okay, that was Louise's explanation. Now, Denise, all right. Denise, when she was talking to the police, what she put forward was a very different explanation, all right? But had herself not really involved and just said, you know, he threatened me and I had to go along with this. I had no choice. So the prosecution actually cut Denise a deal, all right? So she'll testify against Louise. Now, he's already confessed that he killed Justina, but he says he hadn't meant to. It was manslaughter if it was anything. She's come forward and says, well, listen, I don't think it was quite that. Cut me a deal and I'll tell you what happened. And they do. Okay. So all she pleads guilty to is hindering prosecution by not saying that he'd killed Justina. That's all she's pled guilty to, and that's all she's charged with, okay? Because they've cut her a deal. It was only after that that they actually hear her side of the story and what she says actually happened, okay? I'm going to share it with you now. So what she says is, again, we get to the 31st of December 95, okay? It's New Year's Eve, all right? And Louise orders Justina to go and take a bath because apparently they're all going out that evening. And Justina, for whatever reason, has said no. She's refused. She doesn't want to go and get in the bath. I don't know why. She would have had a very good reason. He was enraged. I don't know if that she said no. I don't know if she didn't want to get in the bath. There was obviously something very dodgy going on. You know, she would have had a very good reason why she didn't, because he'd already been very violent with this child. So you would assume she would do as she was told. So the fact that she says no, there's got to be a reason for that, okay? Well, the fact that she said no, he felt she was so disrespectful. She dared to say no to him, okay? So he drags Justina. She's 8 years old, let me remind you, okay? He drags her into the bathroom and she was thrown head first into the bath, okay? And he then begins to try and drown this child, tries to drown her, okay? But she fights and she fights so strongly. He can't get her under the water. She kicks, she moves her arm, she has her head above the water, he can't get her head below the water. You know, she fights for her life in that bath. Her mum is in that apartment. Let me just throw that out there, because don't forget, it's her mum that's telling this story. All right? So when he realizes he can't drown this little girl, okay, he yanks Justina out of the bath, throws her on the floor, okay, and then he drags her into the bedroom through the apartment, all right, and he starts beating her around the head, the face, and the body, not only with his fist, but with the metal pole. Now, remember, he'd said that in his confession, but he'd said that had been an accident somehow. Well, obviously not. That's why it made no sense. But she was still fighting so bravely. this little girl was. She really was. She was fighting for her life. But after he'd hit her with the metal pipe a few times, she passed out. She did pass out, okay? And he decided there and then that she had to die. What? How did that escalate? What? How do you get that escalation from wanting a child to go and take a bath to now we're going to kill her? And he told Denise, I can't take it anymore. That's what he says to her mum. And then he got Denise to sit on the floor with her back against the wall. This is in the bedroom, okay? And then he gets Justina in between her mum's legs, head first, lying down, okay? So Denise is sat up, Justina is laid down, sort of between her legs, all right? That's how it is. Now, Justina wakes up at this point, because don't forget, he's knocked her out with this metal bar. She's coming round, and she looks up at her mum, who's obviously leaning over her, and she says, Mummy, make me pretty. I don't... Maybe she thought they could still go to the party. It's New Year's Eve. Maybe she thought her mum could, because he battered this child. Maybe she thought her mum could. I don't know why she said it. I don't. But Louise then jumps over and pins down her legs. And he's got duct tape in his hand and he begins wrapping it round Justina's head. At least 3 times, apparently. And just during this time, Denise is also holding her down. So she's holding her arms. He's sat on her legs as he's wrapping this duct tape around. And she's holding her daughter's, it had gone from her arms and she was holding her daughter's hands. Then after he'd wrapped the duct tape around her face, he then begins to smother her, pressing down with all his weight. Okay. And while this was going on, like I say, Denise was holding her hands and holding her down and looking into her eyes. Okay. And after hours, this had gone on for hours, they tortured this child. Justina Morales died, aged 8. Okay. And Denise, her mother, said she knew that she died because her grip had loosened and she wasn't squeezing her hands back anymore. I just don't know. But it doesn't end there, guys. It doesn't, because as you know, as I said at the beginning, no one finds out about this for over another year. Okay. Now, this did happen on the 31st of December. And if you remember, Child Services came round either side of that. They came round at the beginning of December and the beginning of Jan. Had they done anything, she wouldn't have been there on New Year's Eve. So, after they've done this, okay, they wrap her body up. They put her in a shopping trolley. I don't know why that's in the apartment, but it was. And they put her in a cupboard. Okay, and put her in a cupboard. And then they go to the planned New Year's Eve party. Go and have a whale of a time. Go and have a good time. Well, her daughter's dead in a cupboard in the apartment, wrapped up in a shopping trolley. Now, 1 week later, because of course they've left her there, she begins to decompose. So what they do, they wrap her. Apparently it was up to 10 rolls of duct tape that was used, and plastic bags and blankets and everything, wrapping her up. And then they put her back in the trolley. Now, there's another trolley. I don't know where the other trolley came from. Okay, I don't know. But apparently the two of them went walking down the street with 2 shopping trolleys. Okay. Louise had one that contained their laundry, and Denise had the other one that contained her daughter. And they ended up leaving her. Apparently she said they walked for miles in the snow, but they left her in a vacant car park, tipped her out of the shopping trolley and left her in the snow in this car park behind a cul-de-sac. I don't think it was anywhere out in the open. Okay. They then went back and did their laundry. All right. So they brought both shopping trolleys into the laundromat, one containing the laundry, one that was now empty. And when they'd finished their laundry, they filled the laundry up into that same shopping trolley and left the other trolley that had contained Justina in the laundromat. And they went home. Now, Louise said he did go back the next day or a couple of days later to see if Justina was still there, but he said she'd gone by that point. And unfortunately, even though the police, upon hearing this, searched everywhere for this little girl, because so much time had gone by, they didn't find her. In fact, she's never been found. This little girl has never been found. And this pair lived their life as normal for the next 13 months, 14 months. They just went on as normal, making excuses as to where she was, but as a couple, just carried on like nothing had happened in the same apartment that her daughter had been murdered in, that she'd been complicit in. Now, she'd obviously made out that he threatened her and that she was scared to death, and that's why she'd had to go along with it. But no one knew just how involved she was until she'd signed the deal. So when she was on the stand testifying against Louise, the prosecutor actually said, when she was describing Louise smothering Justina, he said, "So you let her die, didn't you?" And she says, "Yes, I did." And she goes, "I did what he told me to do." And she's gone along the route of like a battered woman syndrome. She's gone along that route. But no, you don't get to do that. Now, like I say, Denise had pled guilty to hindering the prosecution of Louise by not telling anyone about this. Okay, that was her charge. But because obviously she cut a deal to testify against him. And like I say, they didn't know her involvement until after she cut the deal. And they needed her because Justina's body, as I've said, was never found. They were trying to even though they had his confession, they only had his say-so that it was an accident as far as he was concerned. He hadn't meant to. Whereas they needed Denise because she would say, no, it wasn't an accident. I know what he did. So the sentence for Denise, for Mum, who was completely complicit in the murder of her 8-year-old daughter, was 5 years probation. I don't know what to say. Now, I think everyone was kicking themselves afterwards once they found out just how involved she was, but it was too late. I mean, I don't know. Can you not get her on anything else? I presume not. And the prosecution was saying, look, they both would have got away with this. You know, we needed her to do this. But he openly said he hadn't known her involvement at that point. Now, Louise, well, he was found guilty, okay, but the jury themselves nearly let him off. Now, I don't know if they thought she wasn't a credible witness or that they believed it was her. But apparently at first, they weren't going to convict him at all, and they certainly weren't going to convict him of second-degree murder, which is what the charge was. So they agreed to find him guilty of manslaughter, which is originally what he said it was. You know, he said it was an accident. All his family apparently were in the court, you know, cheering him on, not believing what Denise had said about him. He'd confessed to murdering this child. He'd already confessed to it. What are you cheering on? So he was sentenced to 19 years. That was it. Now, I know that if this was a UK story, that would be quite substantial. But the fact that it's American, I'm just finding there's been a couple of stories recently. I'm just so disappointed. So disappointed. I don't know if it is because it's New York, a couple of these stories I'm doing, and they are a little bit more lenient. I don't know. But he was sentenced to 19 years, and he was released in 2016. Okay? He'd done his 19 years, but he was released in 2016. And Mummy Dearest did no time at all. Nothing. She didn't pay anything, any punishment for joining in. She was just as guilty, if not worse. So I understand where people were coming from with regards to in the trial. You know, I don't know, were they trying to take the blame off him, or were they trying to say, look, it was both of them? I don't know. But she did no time at all. And right up until this day, little Justina Morales' body was never found. So because there was no body ever found, we still can only go on these pairs' word of what actually happened. We don't know. Did they just drop her off at this random cul-de-sac in the snow? Which sounds crazy to me. What? She's just gone? She's just disappeared? I mean, obviously it was 13, 14 months later by the time anyone started to look for this girl. It was only her aunt that showed any concern. But what about the schools? Child services again? I mean, there's a few stories from New York at that time. Like I say, with Shana Bryant's story, that there was a lot of problems around that time period. There really was. It just seemed case after case after case after case. You know, I haven't done a lot of the stories. I really haven't. But I will bring a couple more to you because I'm just finding so many from that time period, and it was like, what was going on? What what was going on with child services? What was going on with the school system that you didn't notice a girl just dropped off the face of the earth? You know, it's not like she just started school either. It's not like she was in reception or kindergarten. She was 8 years old. She was established. She would have had friends. She would have known the teachers. You know, I know she missed a lot of school, but she would have been in, like, no one highlighted this little girl, hadn't been seen. I just think it's so, so sad. And the fact that she's never been laid to rest and put to peace. I think it's just heartbreaking. I really do. But that was the horrifying Justina Morales story. Oh God. I just think it's just such a shame. It really is. I feel like there's still stuff missing from this story. I really do. I feel like if I could have got more information, I would have. I was looking at the newspaper reports and everything else. There just wasn't enough on this little girl. There was, of course, the uproar and why didn't the school notice and all the malarkey, but we know, you know, and it happened again the following year with another child. So, it's just awful. But thank you so much for joining me again. I really do appreciate it. Like I say, I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. If you do have a request, obviously let me know. And if you'd like to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I don't know what's happened this evening. I keep need a new pair of teeth. But thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Take care. How are we all? Phil, why are you saying Jessica's not on? You say hello to you. What are we going on? Oh, she was even I saw what they were saying, I'll tell you what. And I did see out the corner of my... Warwick, you nearly got me as well earlier. You're a bugger, you are, honestly. Just out the corner of my eye. But I did see, did Tiffany delete a comment of yours? I saw that out the corner of my eye. Did you? Are you deleting Warwick's comments, Tiffany? I don't think she'd do that, though. Depending on what you said, Warwick, I thought they were probably referring to me at first, but then I realised they're talking about... Yeah, they weren't talking about you, Jessica. Oh, she didn't delete yours. Did I get that wrong? I could have swore that's what I saw. I delete my own because I didn't spell properly. Ah, okay. I got you. See, that's why I see things out the corner of my eye, and that's why I don't normally mention them, because I've normally got the wrong end of the stick somewhere along the line. So, but I seen that and I thought, oh, what's he said? But how are we? Did I see Kelly earlier? I thought I saw Kelly come in. And Jessica, how are you? Yeah, YouTube's terrible, but none of us need to worry. His lessons will be like, absolutely, Phil. Absolutely. Aren't we always told the same thing every time? It's an utter disgrace. I think this is... I can't even say one of the worst, because they're all horrific. They all are. I'm good, thank you, sweetie. I'm good, thank you. Just shifting around, because between my knee and my elbow, I'm all over the shop. I've noticed myself from one side of the camera to the other this evening. We want Rose. Did Rose come in? Who commented before? Did she? Oh. Did she say hi? Oh. Is she not? Rose, if you're here. Oh, hi, Natalie. How you can do all this, Joe? Oh, hi, Natalie. Yes, I do. I only do because I just wish I could do one story where they'd actually done something and tried. I just wish there was that. I wish I could come through with a story where, you know, it could be negative. Obviously, if it's made it to the channel, it's obviously not a great story, but just where there was someone in the authorities that helped. The only story that I had where, although it wasn't child services, but it was the police, was Darissa Baez. You know, the police and the authorities that were involved with her, I thought they really went above and beyond. They really did. But no, it's very rare. It really is. It's so annoying. So she popped in. It's a shame I missed her. That's a shame, but I may see her next time. But yeah, how are you, Natalie, as well? How are you? Did I see Kelly? Did I make that up? I'm sure I did. But what are we up to? I haven't asked you guys what you do in the weekend. What are you up to, Natalie? What are you up to? Are you doing anything good? Natalie, I make videos regarding these children. Yeah, have a look at Jessica's account, Natalie. She does. She's got a lovely channel. You'll have to have a look. Give her the channel name, Jessica, so she can have a look. Oh no. Oh wow. Well, that's not good. How's she done that? I haven't brought my fan in with me this time, have I? Can't call you wife anymore. Why can't you call her wife anymore? Why have you broken up? What's happened? What did I miss? Please don't promote your channel without talking to the host. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, Natalie, that's awful. Is she okay? I mean, apart from having a broken foot, but is she okay? Phil's nicked it. Nicked what? The channel? What have I missed? Phil's nicked it. What's Phil nicked? I don't know what Phil's nicked. But, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Natalie. My goodness. So it's going to be because Phil's cut. Right, okay. So you've got to come up with a different name. Got it. What about Ball and Chain? She'll answer to that. Is she on crutches? Oh, God, that's a great weekend for you. Do you know how long she's going to be on crutches for? Or how long she's going to have a cast for? It's quite a while, isn't it, with a broken foot, isn't it? Isn't it about 6 to 8 weeks or something? Or is it longer? Absolutely not stealing everything. Stop it. And that's at 6 weeks. Oh, it's going to be fun for you then. Get me everything, Mom. It's just going to be your title from now on, isn't it? Get me everything, Mom. Did she fall or was she pushed? Oh, dear. I'll tell you what. Tiffany, you're terrible. It's okay, Jessica. You can promote your channel. That's okay. That's fine. She has got a good channel. It's fine. I don't mind. Stop it. Oh dear. Okay, so not Ball and Chain. Look at the shininess. I don't know if you noticed it when I first started the story. I've left my fan in the kitchen. So the shine's coming again. Did it when I started the story. I was like, oh, that's great. That's great. It's just going to be stuck to my forehead by the end of it. So not Ball and Chain. We don't like Ball and Chain. What about Trouble and Strife? Wife? I don't know. I don't know. Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber. I can go. See, I never knew it was Dumb and Dumber either. You've just spelt it right. I always called it Dumber and Dumber. That's what I thought it was. But it's Dumb and Dumber. What about that? No, we need something better. No, because you can't just say, oh, hi, Dumber. Sorry, guys, but I have to impress my wifey. Oh, it's been taken. Wifey worry, you call me this. It was ours first, like Jess is Jess. Oh, she's fiery this evening. What have you done to her? She's very fiery this evening. Oh, dear. I'm sure there's more than enough room for 2 wifeys. How about that? And 2 hubbies. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure you can share. Oh, she's on fire this evening. I'll tell you what. But yes, I'm sure there's enough room for 2 wifeys, 2 hubbies. There's no problem with that. Does Jessica answer to wifey? I know that's what we're calling her. Yeah. Yes, there is. There's only one. Oh, we are, Jessica. They're the crazy ones. I just try and moderate it. That's all I do. Just try and moderate it as best I can. When I come out of it, I'm just jealous. I'm just a jealous guy. But you don't need to be jealous. It's not like he's calling Tiffany wifey. So that'd be jealousy. Tom or Tyler come back. Then you could really have a problem. You are just an angry woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are an angry woman. You're very funny though. Very funny. So that you get a pass. Oh dear, that's tickled me. That's absolutely tickled me. But no, we're going nicely. We're going to be nice. We're going to be nice. See, this is why I have to have a chat at the end as well, because I have to try and put out fires that have happened. Absolutely. Oh dear, it's very funny. Oh, so we have 2 wifeys, we have 2 hubbies, we have 1 Jess Rose, and we have a broken foot, sorry. We have a painter, and you're just weird. Good stuff. Good. No, you're the hubby. No, you're not. You're included in that list. You're a hubby. You are. So actually, there's loads of Jess Rose on YouTube. Shut it, Warwick. My God, what you doing? No, there's just one. Me. Tiffany. What have you done this evening? What is going on? I tell you what. That's awful. That's terrible. Don't try me, dude. He is. That's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. He's trying us both, to be fair. There's only one Warwick, and it's me. Me. I'm the only one. They're imposters. Their names probably aren't even. Their surname's probably not even, Rosie. It's probably their second name. And it's not second name, like middle name. Because I noticed that a lot. Blind and autistic, I am. Oh, was that a joke? I'm sorry, Phil. I just thought, was you joking? I don't know. You haven't laughed. You haven't put a laughing emoji. You have to put laughing emojis so I know. I'm proud. Well, there you go. There you go. As long as you're proud, there we go. That's fine. Yep, we are all here watching you, Jessica. Jess, though. Jess. On this channel. Jess. But, yes, thank you very much. And it's always appreciated. It's always so appreciated. It really is. I'm not blowing though. One eye is stronger than the other because of the... Yes. There's only one Aphrodite. Yeah, that's what I should have said. See, that's what I should have said, Warwick. I was too slow. There's only one Aphrodite, and that's me. That's me here. This chick here. That's what I should have said. I was a bit slow then. I thought I was being quite snappy, but I was very slow at that point. Got very offended quickly, and it blinded me to my rage. I know. It was very good, wasn't it? It was very good. Why did you delete it? Why did you delete it? That was a great comment. I liked that one. Why did you get rid of it? Did you? I didn't think you had. Looked right to me. We knew what you meant. It didn't look misspelt though. Or I would have said something, because I know you call people out on that side. I probably said. But I didn't notice. It's driving me crazy. It keeps cutting off the comments. Don't redact anything, worry. I know, because didn't give you stick for doing it earlier. So it's not allowed. You're not allowed to take it away. Oh, it's funny. Right, okay, so we've got Jilly painting. We have Natalie nursing her little girl. It is Phil almost. We've got Tiffany going to Fantasy Island. We've got Phil watching the cricket and the tennis. We've got Hayley. We don't know what Hayley's doing. Kelly, I don't know. Jessica, I don't think you've said. So I think we've got an idea what most people are doing the weekend. But everyone else, I want you just to have a fabulous weekend. Because yes, it is jingle time. It's jingle time. It is that time. I feel very loud this evening. Have I sounded loud tonight? I feel like I need to get the mic back as well so I can hear if I'm loud. Because I feel like I might have been a bit loud, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. Mind you, Tiffany normally tells me if I get too loud, so you may be Jess Rowe, but I'm Jess Marie. See, no, but is Marie your surname, Jessica? Because Rose is my surname, not a second name. So, well, it's not actually, really, but yeah, it is. I can only see 3, Warwick. I can only see 3 likes, but there's lots of people. Why is no one liking it? Press the like button. That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I was saying. A lot of Jessicas on there will use Rose because that's their middle name. It's actually my surname. It's actually Jessica Rose is the name. So, but Marie's pretty. I like Marie. Yeah, but this is just Tiffany. Look at me. I'm cringing. I'm grabbing at my sofa. Anyway. Didn't know what I was about to answer something earlier. Yeah, why aren't you liking Marie? Yeah, Marie. We haven't got any Maries, I don't think. I'm not even telling you my middle name. My middle name's shocking. It's shocking. I'll pick a rose from a rose. I like that. Yeah, I can never let my middle name out there because it's shocking. Tiffany got the better one, and our other sister got an even better one. It's shocking. So I'll never let that out in the open. But what was I gonna say? Right, yes, as Phil says, it's jingle time. So after this goes up, if you could put a like, I'd appreciate it, because for some reason YouTube's hating on me. It doesn't want any comments on there. It doesn't want any likes on there. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be happy with tonight's story. Is your channel is the only time I allow my private stuff. Well, that's nice, Jessica. I'm glad you feel like you can. And it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. So it just stays in the group. So that's nice, Jess. We do tend to share. Sometimes we overshare. So we do tend to do that. Oh, it is very cute. So I'm glad. I like that, Jessica. Thank you. I like to hear that, because you can always talk to us. We'll possibly take the mic, but it's all done with love. So there we go. But yes, so if you could Night Fantasy. Oh yeah, you could call it Fantasy Island. Maybe. No. I'll think of something. But yeah, I will have a fabulous weekend and Tiffany, stop it. Are you Michael, Phil? My son's middle name is Michael. He's a Michael. I do like that, Saint Michael, because they have to be saints' names. So yes, his middle names are Michael and Patrick. So he has a few. Yeah, I told you they'll both have 5 names by the end. Lawson's already got 5 names, so they're all saints' names, bar his first and his surname. The rest of them are all saints. Anyway, I keep going to say goodbye. Thank you so much to Phil and Warwick and Tiffany and Hayley, my moderator extraordinaires, and Jessica and Natalie and Gilly and Kelly, of course. So thank you all. And Rose, if you're still watching, thank you so much. I'm sorry I missed you, but I will hopefully catch you next week. But all have a fantastic weekend. Stop it. It's because of you. It's because of you. Look, comment, subscribe, guys. Look, comment, subscribe. She's rushing me. Look, comment, subscribe, guys. Stop talking to me then. Good job there's no weird on this channel, Jessica. There's not. We're all kind of weird, but we're all okay. Look, comment, subscribe, guys. This is a bit weird, though. I do know that. But like, comment, subscribe. Have a fabulous weekend, guys. Have a fab weekend. And I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.